Hello, hello. May God bless you. May He prosper you this day. My name is Rick, and I am the cryptocurrency Watchman. Okay, we're going to take it few coins this morning. A lot of them are red, and I believe a lot of them are still turning red. We saw a good bit of green yesterday, but we've got a few that are showing some potential today. I think that now that we're past the hard fork, I still believe that we're going to see some repercussions from what's going on with Bitcoin. So just be wary, guys. And my advice, we're seeing Bitcoin Cash go up, but you cannot sell the coin. All the exchanges are closed for being able to sell the coin. As far as I know, up until this point, that's the case. So just be wary, guys, because I still believe we're going to see a big backlash from this. I'm still standing on that. We're going to see some not so good results from what Bitcoin is doing. So that aside, let's move on. All right, we're looking at Ethereum first thing this morning. It's this is a 4-hour chart, 4-hour 1-month chart. We're consolidating right now. We saw somewhat of a trend right here. So right at 7 steps. So and now we're consolidating. I believe we're still going to continue to see an upward trend. Let's go to our 30-minute 2-day chart. You can see that it's consolidating, and we're starting to see a little bit of a rise here. The Bollinger Bands are squeezing together tight, and it looks like something's getting ready to happen. I don't know if we're going to see a huge move out of Ethereum today, but I would say that we're going to see some numbers out of this. I would give it some more time, guys. This is not a trend yet. So give it a little more time, a little more rise. Looks like we have almost a hammer here. Not quite. It's close. You can see that we're starting to climb here. We're starting to get a little bit of a climb. I would give it maybe another hour, a little bit longer. This is 30 minutes, so maybe 2 more candles, just to see what it does. If it does just a serious piercing and really jumps high, then you may want to just pray on it and think about getting in. You could see anywhere from 5 to 10% out of this one. I would say at least 5% out of this one today. Just simply because everything's turning red, it's really impossible to tell. But it is making a move, and looks like it's making a move going up. When these Bollinger Bands squeeze together, you know that something's getting ready to happen, and looks like it's making an upward move. So be patient and look for the sign, look for the confirmation. Okay, Litecoin is the next one. Serious consolidation going on right here. The Bollinger Bands are squeezing together. This one could go either way. I'm just making a note of this. Keep an eye on it. Wait for your confirmation, guys. Be patient. Wait for your confirmation. Let it get a few steps up, and let it do a little rise before you make your move. But the Bollinger Bands are squeezing together really tight, really tight. So this Litecoin's getting ready to make a move, and I believe it's going to be a pretty big jump one way or the other. So just keep an eye on it, watch your screens, and like I said, like I always say, pray on it. Let the Lord lead you in all things. In your obedience, there's going to be blessing. Okay, next is Ethereum Classic. This is a 4-hour 1-week chart. You can see that we've had a nice little climb here, and a little bit of consolidation. I don't know if I'd really call this a retrace. It's more of a consolidation. We've got a piercing right here, and we're actually at a doji right now, but that one's still working. Let's go to a 2-day and a 15-minute. You can see we're starting to get a little bit of a rise. I would not call this a buy sign. This is not a buy sign, but we are looking for confirmation. I don't think we're going to see some big numbers out of this one, but you could easily pull 5% out of this one if you get your confirmation. Keep an eye on what's going on. We have an engulfing here We actually have an engulfing here, and then it's continue. The next candle can be a good sign of which direction it's going to go. We had a little bit of a drop there, but looks like we're going to see a little bit, a little bit of rise out of this one today. It is definitely moving up slowly. It's consolidating. It is not a buy sign, but I'm just putting these out here to keep an eye on today, guys, because a lot of these are turning red. But as we've seen, I believe that at this point, I don't think we're going to see all the coins turning red like we have. I believe that we're going to start seeing some higher numbers out of a lot of these coins going on from here, with the exception of a few. But I believe we're going to, still see some of these coins staying green instead of them all turning red. And this looks like it could be one of them today. So just keep an eye on it and wait for your confirmation. Okay, Stratus coin. We saw a pretty good jump right here. You can see the wick. It was a nice little jump. It's dropped a little bit now, but we're seeing some volume in here. And the Bollinger Bands are squeezing together, starting to squeeze together pretty tight here. We could see some decent numbers out of Strat today. These could be the beginning of a confirmation. You just have to give it time. Let's go to the 24-hour here. But you can see we had a nice little jump there for, just a quick little jump. It could be the beginning of something. I don't know. The Bollinger Bands are coming together. This one can go either way. We're showing right now we're in the red, negative 1.49%. But that can change. That can change. We see 3 dojis in a row here, and then we see the green candles, just a slight retrace, and we could be seeing another move up. Looks like the bears and bulls are kind of battling this one out. So keep an eye on it. I would definitely give it another 3 or 4 candles unless you start seeing a sharp jump up. Because we saw that back here, we saw a nice rise here, and then a constant movement up, and this was day before yesterday. So we could see something of the same thing. You see a lot of consolidation going on here. Looks like we're passing the trend line. This could be a buy sign, but not yet. We're working on one, but there's a lot of volume going into it, so this is definitely one to keep an eye on today. Okay, the next one is XMR. We're seeing a lot of we're seeing consolidation going on right now, but look at the Bollinger Bands. They are squeezing together tight. You can see back here where they squeeze together real tight, and we saw a nice little jump. A little bit of a consolidation. This was between the 24th and the 26th, and then boom, just a nice little jump right here. We might see the same thing. This could go either way. I just wanted to bring this one up. We're just looking at the top ones that are. I kind of stuck to the ones that are over 200 in the volume today, and so this one can go either way. To be honest with you, I think that this one's probably going to drop, but I could be wrong. We're already, well, it just went to the red. So, but keep an eye on it, guys. I mean, they can go either way when they're like this. When you see these bands coming together, that it's never wrong. It's always a sign that something's getting ready to happen, and usually it's a fairly big move and a chance for you to make 5-10%, maybe better if we see these big jumps like we saw back here. So yeah, it's getting ready to make a move one way or the other. Just and again, be patient. Wait for your confirmation. Don't jump in just because you see one green candle. Check your 2-hour, check your 4-hour, even check your 1 day. Check it for a month. Make sure that you've got that buy sign. You gotta watch for your dojis. You gotta watch for your engulfings. You gotta watch for your piercings, for your dark clouds, things like that. So learn your charts, study your charts, and but patience is the key. Okay, now we're gonna look at Burst coin. This is the 1 month, 1 day chart. You can see that we've had a trend. going down. We had the consolidation here. We had a trend here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 steps, so that is a trend. It's a downward trend. We're looking at confirmation. We're looking at a consolidation and a slight trend. I don't know if I'd call this a trend, but we could be on our way up here. Remember, this is one day, so we're looking at 1, 2, and we're on our third day. And looks like the bears and bulls are battling this one today, at least up to this point. Let's go to the 30-minute and the 4-day chart. And you can see we got a nice little jump here in the green candle. That is not a confirmation. We're moving out of consolidation. This is a nice little jump here, but you had to be pretty quick to get in on that one and make any money off of it. Of course, even on the retrace, we still saw some more rise out of this, especially if you got in down here, you made out like a bandit. But we're looking for confirmation. Let me move to the 15-minute here. Okay, and let's go to 2-day. Yeah, see we've got a piercing here. It looks like it's continuing up, but we got a red candle right here. You definitely want to wait on this one. But we could see some numbers out of this. The Bollinger Bands are squeezing together pretty tight. You go back here. You can see that they're coming together. So, we're seeing some volume in this one. We saw some good volume here. It looks like we're seeing some of the same right here. We're seeing some volume starting to pick up in this one. This one could go either way, but it does look like we just passed the trend line with the buy sign with the trend line here. So be patient with this one, guys. This one could make some nice jumps today. I would definitely give it another at least an hour or two. Just watch for your next 3 or 4 candles. If you see this continuing to go up, because this is not an engulfing, so we're still on our way up. We're still working our way up, but it's not a buy sign. This is not a buy sign. You got to give it time, be patient. So we're not looking for a change yet. So just be patient, keep an eye on it. This one could bring some numbers out today. Okay, looking at Golem coin, we saw a little bit of a rise. This is the 4-day 2-hour chart. We saw a little bit of a rise here. We got a little bit of consolidation. I don't know if I'd really call this a retrace, but just a slight one. Looks like we might be on our way up again. We change over to 30-minute. We just passed the trend line of a buy sign. This is not I keep calling it a buy sign, but it's a sign just to keep an eye on it, that it's moving in a specific direction. You definitely want to give this one some more time, but we could see something out of this. We saw a nice jump back here. Let me go back to my 4-day. We saw some nice numbers right here. A nice little rise on Golem coin on the 1st, and we could see the same thing. The Bollinger Bands are starting to come together some, but looks like we could still be in an upward rise on this one. Keep an eye on it. Give it a little more time. Look for your confirmation, and I think you could easily see at least 5, maybe 10% out of this one. Remember, if you're pulling 5% out of a coin, a day, you're doing good, especially if you are a day trader short term. Okay, the last one is Bit Crystals. Everything is saying that this one's still going up. This is a definite buy sign. We're already on a trend. Nothing has changed. We see a little bit of a retrace and engulfing. And we're seeing two green candles right here, which is confirmation that it's still climbing. So pray on this one. I think you'd easily pull another 10% out of this one, maybe more out of this one. So just pray on it and do what the Lord leads you to do. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Please subscribe to my channel and check me out on Facebook. Take care.